We got that one I glued up yesterday. We're starting out this episode at 498 subscribers, guys. So there is a good chance that we'll hit 500 tonight, which is the first goal. Yeah, I got a couple things to work on here. It's Christmas Eve, so just kind of chilling, dude. Yeah, everything's going good, dude. Let me fix that real quick, guys. One sec here. There it is. Did that work? That didn't work. Hold on a second here, dude. Let me just... I don't know why that's not working. I'm gonna move along. Anyway, here's the one we completed yesterday, dudes. Looks like I'm gonna have to give it another coat of oil, another little white sanding coat of oil, but it's got an obsidian drawer pull there. I'm wondering if I can just fix this right now. Yeah, that's gonna need a little sand, a little sanding. We have this one that I made yesterday for my friend that surfs, taught me how to surf. We have a little jar that was made yesterday. We have this thing, it's just going to go on my desk. And I think I'll give this one a light sanding and another coat as well, so that'll go in that pile. And then I have a bunch of stuff that needs some polyurethane because it's made out of softer wood. Harry, what's up, man? Hey, I like your shop, Harry. I saw that video on your channel. Your shop's looking clean, dude. I like, what is that, your bar top in there? Is that walnut? So yeah, so I'm gonna just get these out of my way for now. And then, oh, it's red oak, okay. Put this over here too. So tonight, it's not going to be too crazy of a night, just hanging out, chilling. We have this little piece that got glued up yesterday. Harry, can you tell me if the link that I pinned works or not? Because I can't seem to get it to work on my side. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's Christmas Eve. Figure I'd come in here, mess around a little bit, make this box here. my Christmas Eve gift to myself is a little time out here in the shop. You know? Okay. I'll just remove the pin then. Weird. I don't really want to sit here and figure that part of it out, you know? So I don't know, this one might look all right. It's a piece of walnut in the front, cedar in the back. We'll see. We'll see how that one turns out. We do still have this one to mess with. But I think maybe I'll just do this one. And then I can get back to putting a really nice finish on all these ones that I have here. So, what do I need here? Safety gear. Ear protection. Lung protection. Where's my safety glasses, dude? Oh, they're there. Eye protection. Dude, always remember to throw on your eye protection, guys. The one time that you don't is going to be the time that something happens, dude. I won't harp on that too much tonight, but yeah. Thanks everybody for joining me on this Christmas Eve live stream from the shop. I'm going to move you guys over to bandsaw view. Bandsaw view. Here we go. Hello, Kevin. Welcome back, sir. Hi, welcome. All right, guys, I'm gonna move you guys right back over here to bench view. And I think this one's gonna turn out okay. I think it's gonna look all right. That's the feeling that I get. Huh, okay. I don't need this stuff for gluing. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas Eve, dude, and thank you for hanging out with me in the shop. do a quick mock-up of this one, dude. I think it's gonna be good. Looks kind of like a little, looks like a little castle gate or something, huh? Some fantastic walnut grain coming through it, and there's some chatoyance in the walnut as well that I think is going to look amazing once it's all sanded nice. So let's get to the gluing. Glue time, buddy. Whoa, 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 that goes like this. I wrote down some projects I have in mind today for the shop, and one of them is to turn my desk into an L-shaped desk here, my workspace, and put a rack over there for my clamps and stuff, and to just make it more of a comfortable spot to work in, more flow. The other thing is I want to build a toolbox for my commonly used tools that's going to live on the desk over there. And then I'd like to build, once I cut this back, I'm going to build some drawers underneath of it for like my chisels and stuff that I want to have, like, you know, right here. If that makes sense. Stuff I want to be able to grab right now. So, yeah. That's the plan for the new year. Oh, and then I want to make a wooden drum, dude, and I was kind of researching how to do that. And I like how they do it, but I think I might be able to come up with my own way. But we'll see, dude. Maybe I'll start with plans or somebody else's idea. Get used to building the drum, and then the next drum I build, I can kind of freestyle from there, you know. Man, I got the sniffles and come down with something, I think. Welcome everybody that just walked in. It's called Mountain Woodworks. We are making a walnut and cedar bandsaw box tonight, start to finish. So hang tight if you want to see what that looks like. Right now we're going to put this drawer together. It's going to have a good sized drawer. Decent sized drawer. Anyways, I like to use these clamps for the drawers, just because they hold it steady, but it's hard to over tighten those like it is the other ones. Oh, you know what, guys? I got some new glue in. Let me run in the house. I'll be back in like 1 minute. Yeah, I got some more medium and thick CA glue. There we go. It's all kind of little tips they come with. There we go, dude. Also today I ordered some of that Star Bond black colored CA glue. Excuse me. Because I wanted to try filling in gaps on the walnut with like the black CA glue. Let's see how it does. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What is that? Okay. So I'm going to hit this one with some medium. Is that open? It is not open. Perfect. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely getting a cold or something, man. It's been raining off and on for a few days here. Last night, the wind up here got freaking insane, dude. Kept waking me up. But yeah, so there's some other projects on the near horizon here, dude. I want to get a little toolbox made. I want to make another little organizer thing for my different glues and stuff. Then I want to reinforce the table over there, cut out a big section of it. I need to build a little table for my jointer, dude. Got a little benchtop jointer over there. I have a friend nearby who said they might have some madrone burls on their property, and that it was fine for me to go look. So sometime in the near future, I'm gonna do a little mission over there. See if I can't get my hands on some madrone burls. Not to sell or whatever, just to work with. Dude, that's a score. They sent you 5 boxes? That's like CA glue for years, dude. Literally years of CA glue right there. Guys, give me 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Some more cool little offcuts. It could become something one day. You know how I do it. Got to say, I've been enjoying the last month and a half of live streaming out here, guys. It's been enjoyable for me, man. Very cool, dude. Take a little bit more off this. Any other wintertime runny nose havers out there, dude? Yeah, what up, Jared? Jared in the house, dude. Hey, Amanda, welcome to the chat. We're chilling in the shop, making some stuff. Today, we are making a walnut and cedar bandsaw box. Merry Christmas to you too. This is the nightly shop stream, and it's Christmas Eve. It's raining over here. You guys might be able to hear that in the background, but yeah. Keely, welcome. Hello. Let's give this a little. Just giving a little activator so that any of that CA glue that's oozing out doesn't just like stick to the clamps or whatever, my hands, you know. And we'll let this hang out for a minute. We can probably take the drawer out of No, the drawer's still a little damp. Dude, we've gotten hammered with rain this last week. You can have some of it. Here's that piece of walnut that was all cracked and not really usable for anything, so I sanded it down yesterday and oiled it. I'm gonna give it a light sanding because there were some spots like that where the oil got thick, but I'm gonna give it a light sanding and another coat tonight. But look at that starburst effect in the figurine. Absolutely beautiful. And then also we're gonna give this one that we made yesterday, we're gonna give this one a light sand later on. Give it another coat. Seems like it wants it. And then there's a bunch of stuff over here. We're gonna go back through and hit it with some wipe-on polyurethane, because all the ones that I made out of cedar, I'm gonna hit with the wipe-on polyurethane because it's kind of a softer wood, and I don't want it to get dented or whatever. Yeah, we've had a pretty slow rainy season until recently. This last week, that storm moving through here has been hammering Northern California pretty good. I guess it's moving to Southern California, and they have Southern California's getting flood watches now too. Hey Gordon, so what we're making tonight is we're gonna make this walnut and cedar. Which way does it go? Like this walnut and cedar box. And then there's a bunch of other projects that need to be sanded at the end of that. A bunch of other stuff needs to get sanded and another coat of finish put on. But yeah, welcome. This is the nightly shop stream. Christmas Eve edition. And when we started this stream tonight, we were at 498 subscribers. So hopefully by the end of the night, we can get that. I'm over 500, dude. Nice. That means we can do the contest soon, guys. Hey, Jared, are you listening in? Let me see if Jared's here. So 500 was the goal to do the giveaway. And I have my friend Jared who's going to help. Yeah, there he is. He's going to help organize that. I guess we'll probably do it. Are you available to do it say the day after Christmas, Jared? We're going to do an episode here in the next few days where we're going to give away something. And we're going to do for all the subscribers, we're going to do a raffle thing where you enter in chat. Jared will say hey, put something in chat. Then everybody puts that in chat, and then he goes through and enters everybody into a random number generator, and then that'll spit out the winner. Then the winner has to verify with him that they're a subscriber and whatever else, and that they're actually the account. But we have a verification process we figured out. So yeah, and then that person, whoever wins, will get to choose from either me making them a wooden mallet live on stream Saturday. So it looks like Saturday will be the episode, guys. So their choice will be between a wooden mallet or, one of these bandsaw boxes. Let me grab some. Here's an example of one. This one was made from a cedar fence board. Here's another one that was made from a cedar fence board. This one was made from a single piece of walnut. This is a very nice one. Listen to the drawer on this one. Very good. So the winner of the contest will get to choose between me building them a box live on stream or making them a wooden mallet. And I have some walnut to use for their mallet, so it'll be much nicer looking than my shop mallet here, which I made this one out of a pallet. So yeah, Saturday, guys, tune in Saturday night. We'll do we're doing the giveaway stream for 500 subscribers. That's awesome. Super awesome. I've been streaming every night for like, I don't know, is it night 43 or something? Trying to hit this goal, so hitting 500, dude. Thank you, guys. Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, this is what this one's gonna look like, guys. Oh, I need to sand this down to get it to fit. There it is. I might use a piece of obsidian for the drawer pull on this one, just because I've been liking how the obsidian looks with the walnut, dude. And that's actually a nice piece. All right, dudes. I'm gonna get to sanding. So, hell yeah, 500, guys! Woo! Oh, like a sub-tracking sign? That's a good idea, dude. That's a great idea. I want to pin something to chat. I'm just pinning something to chat here real fast, guys. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to move you guys to the belt sander view. So you guys are going to just get a... Actually, I can't. My battery's about to die on this. I got to plug this one in. So I'll have to watch this one from a little bit of a distance, guys. Nah, I'm gonna bring you guys over there. There we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna take you back over to desk view. Here we go. So that was just kind of a rough shaping, dude. Get some of the rougher edges off. Now I'm gonna. Oh, I'm loving that. Absolutely loving that grain right through the drawer there. I'm gonna glue. I'll end up gluing another little piece on the back inside so that the drawer kind of sits out a little bit like that. Yeah, right? Hell yeah, Harry. That is a good little Christmas present, dude. Achieved a goal that I've been grinding after. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh, like a magnet in the back to hold it. So, Jared, what I found out yesterday was that the magnets I have are too small, dude. And that I have to order slightly bigger, more powerful magnets because those don't do it. So, but yeah, you're right. Once I order a little bit bigger magnet, then I can actually like glue a magnet in the back, and then drill and glue a magnet in this, and then it'll have a nice positive like click when you close it. But yeah, Jared, if you want some of these magnets, dude, I got like a whole bunch of those little tiny magnets, dude. They're like almost a 32nd of an inch across. So anyways, dudes, I'm gonna grab the old Oracle sander and some 80 grit. Yeah, I subscribe to you, Harry. I'm tuning in, brother. Also, guys, it's time for this little brief segment called Subscribe. 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 All right, now that commercial break's over, we'll get back to it here. Oh, that sign. Yeah, that thing comes out every once in a while. Just pops out for a second. I thought you meant like a subscriber tally sign. You know, there's an easier editor than the CapCut, and it's called Splice. Harry, it's like way easier than CapCut. It's called Splice. It's free. I found it was easier for me, at least. It's on mobile. Y'all, I am loving the side profile of this as well. You got this this cool cedar grain here that's going to look dope once it gets oiled. Then you got this walnut sapwood and heartwood. Very cool. For those of us just joining, the drinking game for my channel here is that every time I get distracted and start talking about grain, do a shot. Good luck. I'm gonna take a little break from Zen to tell you guys that there's a community tab on my YouTube page, and that is for you guys to post your work, and so the rest of us can check that out. We've already got some posts in there from Harry. We've got some posts in there from Gene. Very cool stuff. So if you guys are also crafters of any kind and you want to post your work on the community tab, the Cotton Mountain Woodworks YouTube community tab, that's for you guys to post your work. So then a few times a week, probably 3 times a week, I'm going to stop and have a little segment where I go through and I show off your guys' work on the channel here too. So yeah, dude. So it's more like a hub for crafters and stuff, and for people that want to look at handmade stuff. So yeah, check it out, the community tab, and feel free to post your work in there, guys. Whether you're a woodworker, a jewelry maker, leather worker, painter, poet, whatever it is, feel free to post on the community tab. All right, I'm gonna get back to sanding. The cedar grain up top doing some cool stuff too, dude. And on the back. Very nice cedar, dude. I'm going to put a tiny dab of glue in it right here. Not that hardened. Welcome everybody that just came in. This is the nightly shop stream. Cobb Mountain Woodworks. My name is Vance. I'll be your wood smith tonight. We hit 500 subscribers tonight, guys. Thank you. Saturday is going to be the giveaway stream. We're going to do like a random number generator thing, and we're going to give away. I'm going to make the thing on that stream that we're going to give away. My friend Jared is going to run the giveaway. He's in the chat right now. And so you'll have your choice of either having me make you a wooden mallet out of walnut or one of these cool little boxes that I've been making for the last few weeks. So make sure you tune in Saturday. We're going to have a free giveaway. And dude, thank you everybody. 500 subscribers, dude. Woo! Oh yeah. Back to work. Back to work, dude. Pretty good fit on the drawer. So we got through the 80 grit. Next is we're going to do 120 grit. And then we're going to go all the way up to 220. Grit by grit to make this thing nice and smooth. And yeah, still sanding. Guys, don't let me Start oiling without putting the drawer pulls on again. It's like my signature move. Putting the 120 grit on. While we do, there'll be a little message from our sponsor. Subscribe. 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 All right. I think so too. I think so too, Harry, but I'm kind of regretting not putting another piece of walnut on the back. So, but lesson learned. Next time. If you guys can see this on the camera yet, but the grain is coming this way, but there's like a chatoyance coming through it this way and intersecting it. Can you guys see that? You'll definitely be able to see it when it's oiled. I think it's gonna look awesome, dude. Guys, press 1 in the chat if you would rather win a mallet. Press 2 if you would rather win a box on Saturday's episode. Hold on, I'll make a poll. All right, that's supposed to say if you won Saturday's giveaway, but I'm just kind of seeing where people's heads are at. We got 50% mallet, 50% wooden box so far. Cool little wooden box is in the lead. Fear not, though, guys. If you win, you'll get to choose in that moment. I'm just seeing where people are at right now. You know? Dude, it's leaning. Cool little wooden box, pretty heavy. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Yo, the poll's tied at 12 votes, 50-50, dude. That's a close race. You liking that look, Kev? Let me read this one. Yeah, Travis, man, it's like with the hearing and with the respirator, it's like that's like cumulative damage that you're not going to notice right away, you know. And with the eyes, dude, it's like it just takes one thing, dude. Bam, lost an eye. So I try to be super careful about it, and I appreciate you noticing, dude. Oh, little wooden box has pulled up 60% to 40%. Guys, I gotta rest my my sanding arm for a second here. Let me just get that. So this is walnut on the front, and then the back end is cedar. The back end's actually cedar fence board. Grain ended up. Looks like cool little wooden box won the poll. The grain ended up looking really nice on the cedar. It doesn't matter who won the poll though tonight, guys, because Saturday when I do the giveaway, whoever wins that can choose. Do they want the mallet? Do they want a box or whatever? I was just seeing what people were more into. And I suspected it was going to be the box, because that's what I've been making for the last few weeks in here. But yeah, this is walnut and cedar. And I'm thinking it's going to look real nice. Now you can start to see that the chatoyance of the wood. I think that's how you say it. Coming through. Chatoyance. You see that? The grain, it's like kind of perpendicular to the grain. It's going to look really nice once it gets oiled, dude. I can feel it. And we only have one more grain to go through. That was 180. Now it's time for some 220. Dang, you know it's raining hard when I can hear it through my headphones. Guys, we're gonna have a little word from our sponsor. Subscribe. 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 All right. Enough of that. Oh wow, dude! Yeah, I just took my headphones off. Let's go take a gander at it, guys. Yeah, dude, it's coming down. I ain't going out there. It is coming down. Last night it rained really hard too, but late last night I had the wind, dude. It was like, the wind was blowing so hard it was like waking me up from a dead sleep. Yeah, I'm not going out in that, bro. I'm wearing a t-shirt. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody that subscribed. Dude, we made it to 500. Thank you to all those guys that just come in here and hang out with me all the time. Appreciate you guys, man. Makes it fun. Makes it a little more fun to be out here. I know when you got some buddies chilling with you. We're hitting it with 220 grit now, folks. Yeah, now you can really see it, huh? See when I move it? Yeah. Dude, this is gonna look so good oiled. I am pumped, dude. Okay, that is really, really smooth, dude. Very, very smooth. So it's oiling time. Oh, no. No. It is not oiling time. It is time to put a drawer pull on it. I caught it that time. I caught it, and I want to use obsidian for this one. Yo, Jared, I still got that piece of obsidian you chipped off that's like a razor sharp, dude. Look at that. Little volcanic glass. Yeah, we're doing pulls. We're doing a pull. I'm trying to find the appropriate size piece of obsidian. Dude, it sounds like somebody's just literally just dumping buckets of water on the house. That's crazy. It's some big rains. Is that too little? That's a question you never want to be asking. That one might be a little too delicate. I'm going to chip some off. I'll chip some off this one. Okay. See, none of these are really... Oh, that one's good. That's heck of good, dude. Just like that. What the fuck was that? Huh. Hearing stuff in the storm, dude. Just medium, yes sir. Yeah, we're gonna put this piece of obsidian on there, guys. This is the drawer pull. You know what I could do is I could inject some thick in there, dude. 500 subs, guys. That's amazing, dude. The next goal is 1,000 subs. The watch hours will come on their own, I think. And I did want to glue a piece on in the back of this to just make the drawer stick out a little. So I'm going to the bandsaw real quick, dude. I'll be back in a sec. So we got a couple pieces here. To glue on in the back. And the purpose of this is to make the drawer stick out of the body a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a little test fit. I'd say it's about perfect. It's sticking out just a hair. Looks good. We'll glue it. First, I don't need to sand that. That's fine. Put some medium. I'll tell you guys I ordered a Carter stabilizer for the bandsaw, dude, and a couple Timberwolf blades, like a couple Timberwolf blades that are really good for scrolling. So I'll be able to get like super tight cuts. Welcome everybody that just came in. This is the nightly shop stream. Cotton Mountain Woodworks. My name is Vance. I am your host. Tonight we are finishing this walnut and cedar bandsaw box with an obsidian drawer pull. We're about to oil it. We just had to put a drawer pull on it. And then I glued, can you see in there? I glued a little tiny flat piece in the back to make the drawer like stick out just a bit. I think that looks nice. I have a feeling this box is going to be top notch, dude, once it's oiled. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't remove this little bit of super glue with my sander, dude. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give before we get to oiling this box, I'm gonna give both this little obelisk and this a light sanding because they are going to get another coat of oil tonight. So I'm gonna give these a light sanding real quick, guys. All right. We are through with the sanding, guys. And it is time to get to oiling. We're going to oil some pieces, and we are going to put wipe-on polyurethane on some of those cedar pieces back there. They've already been oiled, but I just want to give them an extra little bit of protection. So I'm going to just go ahead and start clearing my little drying area over here. And it's really, really raining, guys. So I'm just going to get stuff out of the way. Throw down some of these for stuff to dry. I noticed the power flickered right there while I was sanding, so if the power goes out, my phone should still work for a little while, but I'll have to go get my lantern if the power goes out. All right, gloves, dude. You definitely want gloves. I'll give you guys a little safety tip, dude. When you're using power tools, like any of these things, like the saws and all that stuff, table saws, anything like that, you don't want to be wearing gloves when you're using those powered saws, dude, because that blade can catch your glove and then pull your hand up into there, dude. So it's better not to wear gloves if you're running powered saws. That safety tip was brought to you by our sponsor. Subscribe. 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 That's enough of that. We're going to need spot here. The best part of the night right here is the oiling. Just double check I got all the dust off this one, dude. Welcome everybody that just came in. I see some people just came in. This is the nightly shop stream, Cobb Mountain Woodworks. I'm your host, Vance. We are chilling and making stuff. We're making stuff and chilling. And right now we're going to oil. We're going to put a second coat of oil on this box from yesterday. And we're going to put a first coat of oil on this box we made today, which features a walnut face, cedar sides. Somebody's like blaring Christmas music outside. Sounds like they're in my driveway, dude. Are they moving along, bro? Are they cool in my driveway? Is it fucking glocking time? Okay, they're gone. Damn, dude, it is so windy. I opened the door and it just ripped it out of my hand right there. I guess that's just people driving around blaring Christmas music. saying that was too much, as usual. Just out here in the middle of a freaking storm, dude. Just making stuff. You guys got to be able to hear all that, huh? Dude, second coat on this was a good idea. It is looking fantastic, dude. Yeah, I think that mud in the field sound, Jared, is like, I think there's like a loose something outside that's just flapping, dude. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Hey, Jared, how is it where you're at right now, dude? Is it pretty wild over there? Because up here on top of the mountain, dude, it is fucking crazy. Nice. Dude, that is some wind, my guys. You got the wind? You got the wind over there, Jared? It's crazy up here. Woo! That is a pretty little obelisk, dude. See, dude, sometimes a piece of wood might look like you can't use it for anything because it's all cracked and it looks all damaged or whatever, but it's still absolutely beautiful and good to have around, dude. Like, this is gonna look killer on my desk, dude. Just sitting on my desk, looking like a gnarly old piece of wood. And people will be like, "What's that?" And I'm just gonna be like, it's a gnarly old piece of wood, you know? for this one. The one we worked on tonight. Dude, that's fucking dope. Pardon the language there. That's fantastic, dude. What a nice piece of walnut on there. Holy smokes, man. I think you're not going to be disappointed, my friend. I think it's going to come out great. I just wanted to do the drawer before I held it up, so you can see it as one. Yeah, now you can really see that figure in the wood. Yo, that sounded like it was right on my driveway, dude. Oh, it's like a big flatbed truck with Christmas lights all over it. Or a tanker truck. It's a tanker truck with Christmas lights and an American flag. Okay. Whatever it is. That was wild. Alright, now let's see what it looks like, dudes. Oh, yeah, buddy. You got that cedar, you got that walnut. And then Harry, did you see that I glued like a little piece, like a thin little slice inside there? And then that keeps the drawer like protruding a little bit, which I think makes it look. It just disconnected me and reconnected me. I don't know if you missed that part, but there's like, if you glue a little slice in there, and then I repeated myself because it disconnected me and I don't know what went through, but I feel like I need to go a little bit thicker on this one and then let it drink. The sapwood especially seems like it's really thirsty. Oh, I didn't get the inside of the box. It's so windy, I'm like sitting here wondering if my RV's gonna blow over, dude. That would be most unfortunate. So I'm gonna let it just be drenched in this for just a few minutes, dude. And then come back through. Clean it up, wipe it up. Just because I know that cedar is a real thirsty wood, and the sapwood seemed like it was real thirsty too, so just gonna let it be soaked for a minute. That's all for the Danish oil for tonight, right? We're switching? Yeah, we're switching to polyurethane now. Dude, yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy over here. But I'm thankful I don't live in the redwoods anymore. I lived in the redwoods for like almost 20 years, and I tell you what, dude, there's one place you don't want to be in a windstorm, and that's at the bottom of a redwood forest, dude. It's a scary place to be in high winds, and I'm glad to be out of there. Up here on the mountain. Dude, that walnut is, I need more walnut, bro. I need more walnut, dude. That turned out amazing, man. I need to get more walnut. Maybe the weekend after this one I'll go get more walnut. I have a little bit left, dude, but not enough. I need millions of walnut. I'm gonna switch gloves for the next. I better try that first. All right, I'm gonna give this one a wipe down and remove the excess oil from it, dude. I had a good chance to drink there. Some people will wait up to 10 minutes. I feel like they waited pretty good there. It does, huh? It kind of ties it all together, and then look, the grain on the sapwood is like going right into the cedar, dude. So it worked out. I feel like it worked out. Just kind of wiping off excess here real quick, guys. Dude, this is a heavy box right here. And remind me to come through here and get one more wipe down at the end of the night. That's for anybody listening. We hit 500 subscribers today, guys. Congratulations. The giveaway will be on Saturday. If you win the draw, then you'll have your choice of either a mallet, a wooden mallet, or one of these boxes there. And we'll make it that night for you. All right, let's get these moved. We'll switch to polyurethane. Just gonna set these outside. Cool thing about it storming is if I just set these outside, they'll get nice and rinsed out. Then when I'm done for the night, I can put them away. Feliz Navidad. Okay, man. Here we go. We're gonna hit some polyurethane on these. We got this one. 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 There are many. Gonna get my dust towel. You guys probably remember these boxes that we've built throughout the week, the previous week. This is one of my favorite ones, dude. I just love how the grain turned out on that. It's like fucking epic. Just giving it a little wipe down. And we'll start on this one. We're going to do a polyurethane coating. On the exterior. There's my poly. I want a cracker. There we go. Once I get out, I'll find. Best. This is wipey. Okay, dude. Yeah, this is how it looks. Okay. That just really soak up all that water. That's okay, but so are you. Oh, yeah. I can't go in our days 'cause I found God. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to put the wipe on poly inside the drawers, dudes, because it could make it sticky or not fit right or whatever. Just not messing with that. Just the outside. Dude, that looks fucking great with the poly. What? Pure excitement. right there. Just for now. Just for now while we do this one. Light my candles in a day. Yo, if you're just now joining the stream, I'd like to mention that there is a community tab on my page, and that is for fellow artists, craftspeople to share their work. So if you got a piece of work you want to share, throw it up in the community page and we'll check it out. Alright, let's check this one out, dude. Yeah. I'm giving that one a yeah. That's definitely a fucking super nice box, bro. And that was a fence board. But now, it's an epic box. Set over there. Who's next? This box. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow night after dinner, guys. It's probably not gonna be a long 3-hour stream like tonight or whatever, but I'm gonna do a little Christmas stream tomorrow. So, you know, if you're not doing anything, feel free to cruise by, dude. A little Christmas stream tomorrow. Take a look, take a look. Oh yeah. Nice little polyurethane coat. I want to add on to what we were talking about earlier when it comes to like safety with tools, dude. It's not just power tools, like a chisel could fuck you up, you know? You overshoot with a super sharp chisel and it will cut you, bro. But there's like that's not what I was talking about, but there's like a mentality sometimes you'll encounter in people, mostly men, 99% men, where it's like, they try to act like if you're going to use like this, I'm not going to use that safety equipment because that would make me a fucking sissy or whatever. And that's got to be about the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, dude. That like, you don't want to use the safety equipment because you'll view yourself as less masculine. It's like, so you'd rather fucking lose your eyeballs, dude? Like, it doesn't make sense, guys. Stop being tough, guys. Put your fucking safety glasses on, bro. I'm hella manly. I lost my hearing. Like, come on, dude. Where your stuff, man? That's all. Not really yelling at you, but I kind of am. I've seen it a lot. I think that's sort of like sort of like bravado or whatever you want to call it, is just taking your own fucking life in your hands, dude. For what? For some like made up notion of masculinity that you have in your mind. Wear the fucking safety glasses, bro. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Protect your eyes. It's not like it's not sissy, dude, to protect your freaking eyeballs from damage. It's like when you simplify it, dude, like that, it's just so ridiculous, man. Protect your eyeballs, dude. You're like, yo, what happened to like, what happened to Dave? Oh yeah, dude, yeah. His saw blade broke and hit him in the eyes. He lost both of his eyes. Well, at least it wasn't wearing his safety glasses like a fucking sissy. You know what I'm saying? You know how stupid that shit sounds, dude? Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that. I just think it's ridiculous. Here's the wave one I made for my friend Evan. Because he happened to pop in the stream right when I was about to cut this one, and it made me think of him. So I thought, you know, I'll make a wave one. Because he's the dude that taught me how to surf. So I'm going to give him this one. I'm going to give this one to the dude that taught me how to surf. Because it's a wave. You know? Yeah, I'm a pretty simple dude, man. Oh, he's gonna be stoked on this, dude. It's nice. It's super nice. Grain came out super dope. You never know with the cedar fence boards, like how exactly the grain's gonna look once you oil it, because sometimes it'll darken, sometimes it won't. I don't know why it's doing that. So if anybody has the scientific fucking explanation for that one, I'd love to hear it. Dude, that is some wild wind, man. That is wild. There it is, the wave one for Evan. We got one more to hit with some poly, dude. Gotta get off that bird. Oh, dude, now, once I'm done with this one, I gotta show you guys that one from tonight. Now that it's like drying out, the figure and the grain on the face it's epic, dude. It's epic. Man, I know I say everything's epic, but this one truly is. You and me, I'll see. Let me clear your way. Take a ride myself. I see some people just joined. Thank you for tuning in. This is the nightly shop stream at Cobb Mountain Woodworks. My name is Vance. I am your host. Tonight we made a pretty nice cedar and walnut little jewelry box. I'll show you guys in a second. And we're also going back through and hitting all these cedar ones that we made this week. We're putting a coat of wipe-on polyurethane on them just to make them a little bit tougher, dude. The cedar's kind of a soft wood. We hit 500 today, guys. That's a huge milestone. 500 subscribers. Pretty excited about that. Been grinding every single night for between 6 and 7 weeks on a live stream. Finally hit 500. These look real good with the polyurethane, in my opinion. Poly away, and I'll show you guys how that box from earlier is looking now that it's starting to dry out. Prepare to have your mind blown, bro. Look at the figure in the walnut, dude. Looks holographic, bro. That's insanity, dude. That is some quality walnut wood right there. Magic, dude. Magic. Dude, that is so badass, dude. Harry, when I talk to the walnut guy, I'll mention that you were wondering if he can ship. I'm sure you'd love to get a little chunk of this, so maybe I'll just get a little chunk next time I'm over there and send it to you or something so you can mess with it. But dude, it's nice, bro. The wind and the rain kind of died off. That's nice. All right, let's take a gander at this one. That drawer sounds really good. Here's this one again, guys. Power's flickering again, dude. Storm's blowing out there. Give me just a sec here, dudes. Yeah, that's how it is here too. You know, it's like you can, when you put the extra work in and the extra little details and all that stuff, and then you got to charge more. But I think, you know, you'll find your customers, dude. You know, maybe you'll find that, you know. I mean, you did get that customer that came to buy one cutting board as a gift and bought 6. That was pretty good. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna call it, dude. I don't want to make any more dust in here while we have stuff drying. One last look at this bad boy, though. One last look at this one. Yeah. So yeah, once again, I stream every night. I'll do a little Christmas stream tomorrow night. Saturday is going to be the giveaway stream where we're going to have a little, kind of like a raffle, and a subscriber will win their choice of either a wooden mallet or one of these boxes that I've been making. That's for Saturday. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and everybody for subscribing and for hanging out and making this a cool, chill space. Don't forget, there's also the community tab. There's also the community tab on my page, which is a place for you guys to show your work. What's that, Harry? Is that like Facebook Marketplace? I don't list on there, dude. There's too many. It's just too many chances to encounter weirdos on there. But I'm probably leaving a lot of money on the table by not listing on there. Oh yeah, I got distracted. I was gonna say thank you everybody. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget the community tab It's for you guys to post your work and hang out and admire each other's works. And then 3 days a week, I'm going to pull up the community tab while on stream and just highlight y'all's posts and y'all's work in there to everybody. So, you know, that's just a good way to like get seen by more people. If you want to show your work off, whatever your craft is, feel free to post in the community tab. And I'm gonna call it, guys. I'm gonna go hit the rack, dude. Get up early and go to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning though, or tomorrow night, excuse me. We made it to 500, guys. Woo! Yeah, Merry Christmas, dude. Thanks, Harry. Everybody, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.